Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Here in Brooklyn, we have an interconference matchup with the Nets looking to create some cheers for their home crowd.
Well, the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it too, folks.
And it's sent back by KD. Here's Porzingis, the 15-footer, good.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
To the middle, Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Allen, that's good.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Here's Doncic. Here's Powell. And he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Count that one.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Left side, Hardaway. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And the first time. Timeout call to the game for Brooklyn. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Allen. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Well, I love the mindset of Allen there. I mean, when he gets the ball in that spot, he's very aggressive.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And, Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop, and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 2. And the basket is good.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Irving double team. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. With some arc. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
The 3 for Doncic. They get it again. And it's sent back by Allen.
It's really hard to shoot over Allen, which is probably why you shouldn't try to do it.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now, here's Doncic. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Allen with quick feet and showing you quick hands there. That allowed him to come up with that pilfer.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. And it's sent back by KD. 4 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The 3 for Doncic. Brooklyn leading by 6. LeVert with a wide open look. And it's Brooklyn scoring again. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Nets.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
To the paint. Here's KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And it's sent back by KD. And the shot goes down.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Doncic, bounce pass. Powell. The shot comes out. Good D by Jordan. Outside Irving. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
And he makes the first.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handle. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
And so Irving nails both of them. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. A 12-point game. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 6 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Bucket is good. He's got 8.
You know, guys are a little shaky when they're around Durant because defensively he's got long arms, he's active with his hands, and that's why he comes up with those steals.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Nets lead by 16. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Right, looking around. And it's Marjanovic on top of the key. Right outside. Dallas moving it around. They get it back. Marjanovic, no good. Nets leading by 18. Let's go. And that one goes long.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And a 6'5" combo guard who uses his size well Wright is pretty consistent across all areas.
And, you know, Greg, I watched him in college, and what I liked about him most, and I think other people kind of sleep on this guy is really excellent in terms of his feel for the game. I mean, he's got a control and poise about him that's contagious. Good instincts. I like his decision-making in transition. I just think he's an effective, efficient player.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Wright. On the wing, Jackson. Curry outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
At the arc, Curry's so consistent. I mean, he'll knock it down every chance he gets from there.
Crawford left side. Here's Jordan. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
From the low block. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Nets leading by 15. On the wing, Johnson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Prince with it. Now Wright defended. To the inside. Here's Harris. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Wright outside. Pass to Marjanovic. And Curry has it in the corner. Misses the three. And oh, here we go. Prince has got it. The fast break chance. Here's Crawford. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That is his first foul of the game. Mavericks trailed by 17. Wright outside. And Curry has it in the corner. Down low. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Doncic outside. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Doncic is able to blow by opponents and make them pay. Even though he's not the greatest athlete, he's sneaky quick.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop." Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. To the wing right side. Poked away. And stolen by Prince. Here's Dinwiddie. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Doncic outside. On the wing, Hardaway. Inside. Here's Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Left side, Harris. Back to Dinwiddie. Mavericks with the rebound. 1:30 left in the second quarter. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
.111 left in the first half. Count it, good. Dinwiddie's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Drops in the tray.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Back to Dinwiddie. They get a hand on it. Powell with the steal. Doncic outside. And stolen by Prince. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
35 seconds left to play here in the half. And here's Prince outside. And the three ball is good. Prince has got 5.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the rewards you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving. An open look on the jump shot there.
And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop.
Oh, great ball movement there.
16 seconds left now here in the second. Fires at the elbow. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. He's got 8.
Boy, you know, the moment Luka gets loose now, his shot is off. Great quick release for the big guy.
And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's Brooklyn with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Mavericks trailed by 21. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Here's Irving. That one good for 2. And the Nets lead by 21.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Doncic with it. Defended by Dinwiddie. Back to Doncic. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Doncic with the bucket. And that's 10 points for Luka Doncic.
Boy, that's a recipe for disaster, fellas. Allowing Doncic to get comfortable from this area, forget about it.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Buries the long-range jumper. Hardaway's got 5.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
They get it back. Here's KD. Nice D from Porzingis. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
That's great.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
And that's one more key to their lead, guys. I mean, they're creating opportunities for each other and not the other team.
Back to Porzingis. Pass to Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. To the inside. Just 2 to shoot for the 3, and no good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Allen with it, now guarded by Porzingis. Here's Dinwiddie, falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Outside for Curry. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Curry's got 6.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Caruth. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. For 3, Harris. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Mavericks trailed by 20. Back to right. Curry on the wing. Dallas again missing. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Well, good job that time by Prince putting his muscle on display. Excellent work fending off the contact and capitalizing.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Crawford outside. Pass to Jordan. Johnson outside. Over right. Porzingis with the steal. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. 2 points. That one goes. Curry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
For 3, Harris. It's rebounded by Dallas. .103 left here in the third quarter. Outside Curry. Down low. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Crawford. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
50 seconds left to play here in the third. Launches it. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
To the paint, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Wright. Crawford with the steal. Outside Jordan. Outside Durant. With 1 on the clock. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
And Powell is a really reliable defender. I mean, he's excellent using his length and his quickness to throw shooters off.
And so it's Brooklyn. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Nets leading by 19 points. And here is Johnson. Kicks it out to Crawford. Jacks up a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Durant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And the Nets lead by 21.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets.
Boy, taking good high percentage looks that come naturally to him. You've got to love the shot selection of Prince.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. So Powell will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The Nets making a switch here. The free throw drops for Powell.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Boy, somehow, some way, you got to keep Jordan away from the basket, because if you allow him to get it there, he's flushing.
Pass to Powell. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Over Crawford. Hardaway, no good.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion, you'll have periods like this.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Powell. Doncic outside. The 3. Dallas again missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebound, you've certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first. And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And Jackson gets it to go. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Jordan. Powell pulls it in.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
And the rejection by Curry. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Dallas with the ball. Pass to Powell. Back to Doncic. Rebounded by the Nets. Irving with it. He's picked up by Doncic. LeVert from outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
You know, I think this is big for LeVert's confidence because the more he connects from distance, I think the more dangerous he'll become as a shooter and offensive player.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. And KD throws it down.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Brooklyn.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for KD.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Jackson from long range. Now LeVert. Doncic with the steal. And a deep 3 from Curry. Can't get the tip in. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that.